I know, Anakin. Your vision is flawed.
I see the Padawan needs one last lesson.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Star Wars The Clone Wars reaction. Now guys, this episode, oh my gosh, guys, this episode was amazing. I'll just put it out there, right? It's a pretty awesome episode, and I recommend you check it out right off the bat, right? Like, I just watched it. It was really cool. Like, the first part of this whole, Siege of Mandalore arc was really cool. It was really great seeing Ahsoka back, just, slashing guys, taking them down, and then having Rex back, having the whole gang back together, and see how, Clone Wars come together with, the whole Revenge of the Sith movie, and seeing the Clone Wars logo turn, red. That's just so cool. And it actually references not just to the Revenge of the Sith, but it actually references to, the Darth Maul stories, or, Darth Maul episodes in, Season 4 and 5 from Clone Wars, those awesome episodes. But guys, in this episode, we finally get what we've been waiting for all season: Ahsoka versus Darth Maul. Now, was it good? I'll tell you guys in this video. There's also a couple other things, as is pretty much we lead into the Revenge of the Sith. But guys, if you end up liking the video, give a big thumbs up, and YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss out on my next Clone Wars reaction. I release them every Friday. This is actually the first time I released it this early. Usually I release it 7, 8 in the morning, still pretty early, but this time I just had to talk to you guys about this because it's really good, alright? Usually these episodes lead up to Marquez Sisters Bad Batch. It's been alright. Last episode really got surprised that I was dang, I knew Siege of Mandalore arc would be great, but not this great. And then this episode, I'm just gonna lay it out there. It's the best episode of Clone Wars. Yeah, it's my favorite, alright? It's just that good, alright? So diving in, guys, we pretty much pick up where we were last episode with Ahsoka going into this place, and she really comes in contact with Darth Maul. And guys, Darth Maul in this episode is great. His voice acting is so sinister. I was ooh, I get chills listening from him. And then you have all the different Mandalorians, and he pretty much gathers them up and has them hey, you guys are gonna fight off against all the clones, fight off against the other Mandalorians like Bo-Katan, and he's if you guys die, you die, but if you live, we get past this chaos. Because it turns out Darth Maul has actually been having visions, and these visions pretty much tell him about the whole Revenge of the Sith, everything that's going to happen, about Anakin Skywalker, about Darth Vader, about Sidious, pretty much about the Emperor Sidious and stuff. And Darth Maul's he wants to see two people: Obi-Wan, so he can take him down, and Anakin Skywalker, because he knows all this chaos is coming, and he's trying to prepare the Mandalorians and himself to pretty much rise above all this as everybody else just sinks to the ground. The Jedi are falling, and he knows this. And Darth Maul literally tells Ahsoka when they're fighting stuff, he leaves, he gets away. You actually have a cool fight scene. It's very quick at the beginning. They have 3 fight scenes in this episode. I know. Ahsoka versus Darth Maul 3 times, pretty awesome. But the first one is great, but then Rex and the rest of the clones show up, they shoot him down, Darth Maul gets away, and then what happens is Ahsoka then goes out, talks to Bo-Katan, and they're pretty much gathering all these different citizens to get them away from this. And so he's hey, he was telling me about, he had visions and such. She's I don't know what it means. And Obi-Wan is actually there in hologram. He's actually not there. If he was there, Darth Maul would jump out and be hey, let's fight. But Darth Maul, he gets away, and Obi-Wan, he talks in hologram, and Bo-Katan gets the update: oh yeah, we fought him off, but we sieged the place, but now it's just be us against these Mandalorians, and Ahsoka will take on Darth Maul. And Obi-Wan tells him that, yeah, we just got back from pretty much saving the Palpatine, pretty much the Chancellor, and so he's hey, we need help. We need your help to take down Darth Maul. Obi-Wan's I can't do that. I need to go face off against Grievous. Guys, it literally pretty much collides with Revenge of the Sith. With the whole Obi-Wan going to fight Grievous in Revenge of the Sith. Actually, that was awesome. That's just so awesome. Just seeing that, and Obi-Wan looking from Revenge of the Sith with the hood and stuff. It's so nostalgia. Brings back so many memories. Guys, you can hate the prequel series all you want, but Revenge of the Sith is obviously the best of those 3. I think so. If you think the other two are better than Revenge of the Sith, you're tripping, alright? Because Revenge of the Sith, it's just, even if there's like some poor acting stuff, it's still awesome to watch. It's still a great movie, I think. But guys, in this, then Obi-Wan, he tells us about this, and Ahsoka's like, well, what about Anakin? And Obi-Wan's like, I don't know about that. He's like, we just went and fought pretty much, we went to save Palpatine, and Anakin actually killed Count Dooku, just like Revenge of the Sith. Remember, guys, in Revenge of the Sith, you actually see Palpatine, he pretty much says to Anakin, kill him. He says that Anakin, he also lightsabers, cuts Count Dooku's head off.
Good, Anakin, good. Kill him. Kill him now.
I shouldn't.
Do it.
And we don't really see that in the show, but Obi-Wan just mentioning it, I'm like, oh, it's all coming together, it's so cool. And Obi-Wan then talks to Ahsoka in private, hologram of course, and he's like, well, we were actually on Anakin pretty much spy on the Chancellor to see if he's up to anything. And pretty much Darth Maul told Ahsoka about Sidious, and Ahsoka's literally saying to Obi-Wan, I don't know who Sidious is. And Obi-Wan's like, oh, Anakin's spying the Chancellor. And none of them guess that the Chancellor is actually Sidious. I'm like, bruh, guys, you gotta notice this. But it's too late, obviously. Like, eventually, Anakin gets taken over, he becomes Darth Vader, and it all goes to Order 66, all that big stuff in Revenge of the Sith. But just hearing Obi-Wan and Ahsoka talking about it, and how Ahsoka get included in this whole chaos, is really cool. Guys, after that, we see Darth Maul. He's the one, like, clone captain that took Captain Rex's spot, because Captain Rex came kind of like commander, and Ahsoka came like the she came like the lead in this, like, whole mission when Anakin and Obi-Wan left to another spot. Because, guys, I just remember last episode, Anakin and Ahsoka, that was the last time we seen each other. So Ahsoka's starting to feel, she's like, what's going wrong with it? She's starting to be, like, suspicious. But, guys, we see Darth Maul, like, pretty much interrogate this one clone, then take information out of him, and then we see all these different Mandalorians that Darth Maul, like the right Mandalorians, they go to attack the clones as the clones are trying to get the different like citizens out. They're trying to save the citizens, and then we have this all-out battle between like the clones and the Mandalorians. They fight off. It's dope, like really cool, guys. Like the animation is amazing. I just can't, guys. The animation is top level. It's like the best animation I've ever seen of the show. And then what happens during this is Bo-Katan and then Ahsoka go in, and you see Darth Maul just on the throne, just waiting for them. And I'm like, oh, it's about to get good. Like it's about to get like good halfway through the episode. Cause yeah, you see Darth Maul, Ahsoka, they talk. You hear about the vision thing. And then you have the whole thing about Darth Maul seeing visions about Anakin and stuff. Ahsoka's trying to figure this out. She's like following all the clues. It's very interesting. But once you get to that part where he's on the throne and Bo-Katan and Ahsoka go in, it really starts to get good. Because what we see from there is Bo-Katan, Ahsoka tells her, hey, go save your people. She joins in the fight against like the Mandalorians. It's a big out fight. And that's really the last you see of Bo-Katan. She just goes out fighting and stuff. And Ahsoka and Darth Maul, finally, it's a big fight. And before we actually fight, Darth Maul actually offers up. He's like, join me. He's like, we need it. Sidious is going to take over. The Jedi are falling. It's going to be all chaos and we're all going to die. Join me and we can actually band together like Ahsoka and Darth Maul team up against Sidious. And Ahsoka's actually thinking about it. You have this long silence and these different camera shots that really lift like the intensity of this moment, and I got so excited. I'm like, what is she gonna choose? Like, technically Darth Maul gave her like a Rey moment, like way back in like Last Jedi when Kylo like put out his hand to Rey, but this scene was way better. So you see that, and Ahsoka's actually like, okay, I'll do it, but she's like, what is your evidence with this? And who you think's gonna become like the evil one with the Sidious? And Darth Maul's like, I think it's gonna be Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker. And so it's like, no, you're lying. She's like, Anakin's a good guy. He's a good Jedi. She doesn't even know. Darth Maul knows the truth. And she pulls out her lightsabers, goes fights, and you see an awesome fight scene, guys. It looks dope. She uses her Force. It's really cool. It's the best fight scene I've seen all season. Like, I've been waiting for this. All of this. Like, I went through that boring Martez sister arc, went through Bad Batch, went to the 9th episode, which that wasn't a chore, that was an awesome episode. The last episode was dope too, but then this episode just like kicks it up to a 10. Like, you thought last episode was great, this episode you're just like, it's intense all the way throughout, and it's just awesome fight scene, and it's pretty much like colliding. The fight scene between Ahsoka and Darth Maul is going at the same time, like a sequence with the whole clones versus the Mandalorians, and it's just so well done. Now you see Darth Maul pretty much go to attack Ahsoka. Ahsoka kicks him out the window. They go flying. She goes after him, and they end up pretty much in this like top section in like the whole place of the Mandalorian city. And you see like the clones, they're actually beating the Mandalorians. They're dying. And Mandalorian, the one like leader, he calls Darth Maul. He's like, we need your help. Darth Maul's like, nah, my ship's coming. He's waiting on a ship to get away and do more plans. He's like, screw you guys. So Mandalorians die, the clones win, Bo-Katan wins. It's pretty much good for them, but they don't know what's gonna happen soon. They don't know that Order 66 is coming. Darth Maul's the only one that knows this. And Darth Maul's about to get away. You see the ship, but Ahsoka shows up, and she's like, man, Obi-Wan's right. You're a hard man to kill. And they start fighting again a third time. This is so awesome. Like, it's one of my favorite scenes. They're on like these different like it's not really like ground. It's like different like pedestals and stuff. They're just jumping, slashing sabers, and you see Ahsoka. She loses her lightsabers and she's just fighting with just like her hands and stuff, and it's really dope because you see Darth Maul with like his double blade just like swinging that thing, and it looks so cool. All right, and then you see Ahsoka, like she barely survives. Rex goes after it, and eventually Ahsoka actually kicks like Darth Maul off, and he isn't able to get away at all. He almost falls to his death. Ahsoka saves him, and then Rex shows up in like a ship. They tase him, and he's almost about to fall asleep. He's like, we're all gonna die. You made a bad choice. Darth Maul's actually a good guy. He's not crazy. And he's like, you made a bad choice. You have to change now. Please, just let me die. And Ahsoka, then they take off. They have Darth Maul. They won. And Ahsoka, you see her just pondering. She's like, did I do the right thing? And that's how the episode ends. And it says, created by George Lucas. I was like, oh my, bruh. Like, it looks so cool because it switches from, like, just seeing that first end created by George Lucas and that silence, I'm like, oh, they're boasting. Like, Clone Wars is boasting, like, hey guys, we know we gave you good stuff, right? But guys, it was just so cool. Like, this whole episode was intense throughout. I loved it. And yeah, like, the certain things, like, connecting, like, the big things I have in this episode, like, the connecting to Revenge of the Sith and Clone Wars, it's all coming together. And of course, Ahsoka and Darth Maul fight we've been waiting for. And it's not just one fight, it's 3 fights. Yeah, the first one's pretty short, but the second and third one are long, and it's badass. Like, it's some of the best fight scenes I see on the show. Like, the animation, like, this whole season, even the worst parts, it's just awesome. Like, like I said, when Ahsoka and Darth Maul show up at the end of the episode, the different, like, camera shots really sells the scene, elevates. So it just made me so, like, it gave me the feels. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen next? And it's just so cool, guys. And ended the episode so well. I'm wondering where they're gonna take this, because you're pretty much done with Obi-Wan. He pretty much told her, hey, I'm gonna fight Grievous, and that's the last we'll see of him. Anakin, you know what's gonna happen. So now we're just stuck with Ahsoka. They took down Darth Maul already in 2 episodes. We have 2 episodes left, and what we're gonna see, pretty much, I'm guessing the last episode is gonna be Order 66 and all that stuff. But in this episode, are we actually, the next like few, are we gonna see Ahsoka's point of view? Are we gonna see other Jedi banding together? Are we gonna see Ahsoka where she went after this? Like, this is really Ahsoka's storyline. And at the start of Clone Wars, I'm gonna admit it, like way back season 1 when I started, I wasn't a big fan of Ahsoka. I was like, whatever, she's a new Jedi. But over the years, I've loved this show, and she's one of my the best characters in the show. And shows here, also Rex. Rex gets great moments in this episode, but mostly Ahsoka. Just seeing her kick Darth Maul's ass is just so great, especially when she kicks him out the window. I was like, damn, like, it really showed that. And I'm looking forward to see where they take her character in these final 2 episodes, and how they're gonna end this like popular series. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm overall gonna give this episode a 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece. I'm just gonna say it. Like, yeah, I know there's gonna be some people like, oh, nitpick, but I couldn't find it. I literally looked for a while, and I was like, is there a nitpick I can really pick? I can't really. There's nothing wrong. Like, all the animation, everything was on point. The music, the chorus, it lifted high, and I was like, it gave me the feels afterwards. And honestly, after I make this review, I'm gonna watch it again. All right, like I skimmed through it a second time to see if there's nitpicks, but for this, I'm gonna watch it like fully. Just like put my headphones, watch the thing again. Like, I just want to watch this. It's that good. And I totally recommend it. If you're watching this review right now, watch it, alright? You'll love it. And if you have been watching Clone Wars, just jump onto the Siege of Mandalore arc. Even if you're not a big Star Wars fan, just jump on. You'll love it. The action, the animation, it's just on point. And just seeing like two people with lightsabers fighting, like that's all I would want. Like the movies have been giving that. We have seen something great like this in so long, so many years for Star Wars, and it's finally here, and I have to praise it. And if I don't praise it, Lucasfilm won't give it to us. So I'm going to praise it and give it a masterpiece score, a 10 out of 10. But guys, in the comment section below, tell me what you thought about this episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? I'm pretty sure you love it. Like, if you hate it, okay, I can get made, oh, I kind of liked it, a couple nitpicks, but I can't see nobody hating this episode. But still, tell me what you thought about that Ahsoka and Darth Maul fight. What do you think about everything, like pretty much Collider, Revenge of the Sith, and Clone Wars? How do you think they'll take the last few episodes? Like, I'm thinking maybe they'll bring the Martez sisters, give them some credibility, and give them like show them up in like the final few episodes and how Ahsoka go to them, how the Bad Batch show up. Maybe they'll bring like the season together in the next 2 episodes, maybe. But I'd like to hear your theories and opinions on this episode, and like pretty much the coming episodes, like your theories. What will they do with Ahsoka? How will they bring this together? Because they're done with Darth Maul. Like, yeah, he may show up in the next few episodes, but they're done with this whole like Siege of Mandalore. Like that's it. Like that's it for the Siege of Mandalore. We're moving on to something new, something final for this whole entire series. I'm really excited for it. But yeah, guys, if you like the video, give a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on my final two Clone Wars reactions I'll have in the coming weeks. Like I'll be my reaction for the 11th episode next Friday, and in 2 weeks I'll have the finale reaction from me guys, and we'll just like rant about, talk about. I enjoy Star Wars, and I know this is a DC channel, but I just love Star Wars, the Clone Wars. Like I'm a big fan, and if you watch this, I know you are too. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the video, and peace out.